Greetings, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to share with you some books that have piqued my interest lately. As you all know, knowledge is power, and there is always more to learn, even for one such as myself. Where to begin? Of course, there's Nietzsche. I find his writings to be tremendously insightful. Thus, Spoke Zarathustra explores the notion of the Übermensch, the superhuman, a higher being unconstrained by herd morality, who imposes his will to power. And in Beyond Good and Evil, Nietzsche argues persuasively against traditional morality as limiting and misguided. We must move beyond this dualistic thinking if we are to reach our potential. For those seeking to explore the depths of human psychology and spirituality, I found Dante's Divine Comedy and the works of Schopenhauer to delve deeper than most. Nothing is quite as it seems on the surface of things. And for strategy and understanding one's opponents, The Art of War by Sun Tzu is a must-read. Though violence should always be in last resort, it is prudent to be prepared for any eventuality. Machiavelli's The Prince is another classic, a pragmatic guide to gaining and maintaining power by any means. The ends justify the means, wouldn't you agree? I appreciate Machiavelli's realism, his recognition that morality must often be sacrificed at the altar of power. And of course, I would be remiss not to mention Dawn of the Darkness, a childhood favorite of mine. The story of a man who makes a Faustian bargain for power, only to become consumed by the very evil he hoped to destroy. A cautionary tale about the bounds of ambition and the latent darkness within all men. Other classics wrestle with morality against a backdrop of corruption. Dostoevsky's The Brothers Karamazov examines ethics through characters like the Grand Inquisitor, who wields unchecked power. And Paradise Lost depicts morality and ambition through the lens of Christianity, with complicated villains like a sympathetic Satan. Milton's epic depicts morality through the lens of Christianity, with complicated villains like Satan and moral lessons on ambition and power. Several novels subvert ideas of morality and power. McCarthy's Blood Meridian follows a violent gang through a lawless landscape, calling heroism into question. And Wilde's Dorian Gray is a dark tale of moral decay, hedonism, and the corruptive influence of power on an impressionable young aesthete. Even chivalric legends like The Once and Future King offer nuanced perspectives, with mixed messages on how power and authority inevitably breed corruption. On the subject of conflict, Miyamoto Musashi's treatise, The Book of Five Rings, offers practical wisdom. Musashi teaches invaluable strategies for maneuvering through an antagonistic world. Lessons that I believe can be applied on many levels. This event is especially interesting, considering that it happened during the same period as the Three Musketeers. Beyond these classics, philosophers like Plato and Hobbes have examined the roots of morality and its relation to governance. Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes. Hobbes examines the social contract and the necessity of absolute sovereignty to avoid anarchy. Thought-provoking perspectives on morality and state power. The Republic by Plato. This philosophical text explores what constitutes an ideal society and the role of morality in governance. The allegory of the Ring of Power is particularly relevant. What constitutes an ideal society? How does one reconcile ethics and state power? Compelling questions indeed. All of these works, in their own way, helped me accept the darkness that dwells within. Knowledge is only useful to the extent it liberates use from illusions. I hope you each find texts that resonate and push you to peer deeper into the abyss of human nature. Only then can we transcend what we are and forge our own destiny. Feel free to share any other recommendations. There is always more to learn, even for one such as myself.